Gold prices have dipped to one-month lows amid bearish sentiment fueled by news indicating that China paused gold purchases in May after 18 months of buying.
지난달 중국이 1년 6개월 만에 금 매입을 중단했다는 소식에 약세 심리가 형성되면서 국제 금값이 한 달 만에 최저치로 떨어졌습니다. Oh, tell us more.
Yes, we're seeing the gold market going into a little bit of liquidation. China for 18 months had been buying and buying and buying and buying and buying. And the price of gold hit record highs in April and May, and now it's on the way down, which means, well, we'll see what happens. For the moment, the US economy is quite robust, but the Federal Reserve, may be delaying their first rate cut because of this.
Yeah, is this what we call a bear market?
Yes, it's looking a bit bearish.
Bearish. 그 표현 좀 보고 싶은데요. What does it mean?
Oh, now this one, I had to look this up before the show because I had to make sure that I was getting it right. There are two animals used when it comes to stock markets, bears and bulls.
Yes.
If the market is bearish, it's going down. Things aren't going well. Share prices are lowering. If it's bullish, then it's going up. Things are going well.
That's right. And that's because when bears attack, they attack with their paws downwards.
Is this why?
Yes. And
had
when
no
bulls
idea.
attack, they attack with their horns going up, like this.
The stock market sounds very violent, Sue.
It's a fight. 자, bearish, 곰이라는 단어가 들어가는데요. 이게 바로 약세, 하락세라는 뜻이 있습니다. 공이 아래로 내리찍기 때문에 그렇대요. 그 다음에 bullish라는 게 이제 반대로 상승세다, 강세다 이런 뜻인데 왜냐하면은 황소들은 싸울 때 뿔을 이렇게 위로 향해서 이렇게 싸우니까 올라가는 모양새이기 때문에 그렇다고 합니다.
And warning, if you do see a bear or a bull at the stock market, please do not approach.
Okay. 자, 다음 표현은 fueled by인데요.
If something is fueled by something, it's powered by it or it's pushed on by it. I'm fueled by donuts. Sue is fueled by her passion for Team Korea. And, well, in this case, this bearish market has been fueled by the liquidation of gold.
네, 그렇습니다. 무엇이 연료가 되다라는 뜻이에요. 원래는 be fueled by something. 그래서 무엇에 힘입어라는 뜻이 있습니다. 자, fueled by the liquidation of gold라고 했는데요. 그 liquidation은 현금화되는 것을 얘기하죠.
네.
자, 다시 한번 읽어보겠습니다. Gold prices have dipped to one-month lows amid bearish sentiment, fueled by news indicating that China paused gold purchases in May after 18 months of buying. Let's move on to the next headline.
A Spanish athlete competing in the 20-kilometre race walk at the European Athletics Championship has missed out on getting the bronze medal due to an untimely early celebration right before the finish line.
유럽육상선수권대회 여자 경보 20km 결선에 출전한 스페인 선수가 결승선 통과 직전에 때일은 세리머니를 하다가 동메달 획득에 실패했습니다. Oh dear. What happened?
Well, this was all happening at Rome's Stadio Olimpico, and Laura Garcia Caro, who thought she was going to get the bronze medal, was on the final straight.
Yep.
And she was having a bit of a celebration, a little bit of early celebration, waving a flag and going, woohoo, look at me. And then Ukraine's Ludmila Ulyanovska rushed past her.
Oh no.
And that was it. She surged past her with just 5 meters to go, and that means that Ulyanovska got the bronze medal and Garcia Caro missed out.
아, 결승선 통과하고 나서 세리머니를 하지. 아우, 너무 아깝네요.
Well, it's her own fault, let's be honest.
네.
Because you should never celebrate too early. Don't count your chickens before you hatch.
Yes.
Or the ducks, or the geese, or the swans.
The swans, yeah. 자, 참 아까운 그런 소식인데 첫 번째 표현 보도록 하겠습니다. Miss out.
Oh, if you miss out on something, you don't get to do it, or you don't get to see it, or you don't get to take part, whatever it may be. You're not there. It's why we have FOMO, the fear of missing out.
Yes, you're right. 그러네요. Fear of missing out. 약자 FOMO라는 게 내가 이 소식을 접하지 못할까 봐, 다른 사람들이 뭐 하는지 내가 모를까 봐 두려워서 늘상 소셜미디어를 확인하고 누가 뭐 하고 있지? 다른 사람들은 뭐 하나? 이렇게 체크하는 심리가 있다고 해요.
It's like our listener, who we had a message just before, who said they would have missed out on the football game if you hadn't said something because they didn't know it was happening.
네, 그래서 miss out on something이라고 하면은 뭐뭐 할 기회를 놓치다라는 뜻이 되겠습니다. 아, 축구는 놓치지 않으실 거예요. 오늘 저녁 8시니까 시간 많습니다.
네, 알겠습니다. 네, 8시입니다, 여러분.
네, 근데 FOMO에 반대되는 표현이 joy of missing out도 있어요.
JOMO?
네, 있습니다. 이건 뭐냐면 상관없어요. 무슨 일이 있든 없든 소셜미디어 확인 잘 안 하고 뭐 난 좀 몰라도 돼 하는 이런 좀 반대 심리.
Yeah, but don't use that with Morning Special.
Why? Oh, no, please.
No, please do tune in.
Please
don't
do
miss
tune
out
in.
on Morning Special.
Don't miss out.
Especially on a Tuesday.
그렇습니다. 자, 그리고 celebration이라는 표현은 제가 특별히 좀 요청을 해서 요 표현 다루고 싶다고 우리 작가님에게 예, 요청을 했는데 왜냐하면 축구에서 말하는 celebration은 이 세리머니 제가 제일 좋아하는 거는 요겁니다. 뭔지 아시나요? Do you know what this is?
No, I have no idea what you're doing.
아, 네. 손흥민 선수의 celebration입니다. 우리는 세리머니라고 하는데 한국에서는 이게 지금 굉장히 표정이 선생님이 blank 해주셨어요. 우리
Sorry,
도넛식으로
I've
넘어가야
missed out on something here.
I think you've missed out on the sports celebrations.
Are you talking about when he scores a goal?
Yes,
This is what he does.
That's exactly what I'm talking
So
about.
it's his goal celebration.
His goal
You were not
celebration.
clear. You should have used the word goal.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking, you said ceremony. I thought it's someone winning a cup.
But in Korea we say 골 ceremony 아니면 그냥 ceremony. But in English it's actually not ceremony, it's celebration. So
Goal celebration.
you don't have to use the word goal. Well, I mean, you could technically. 자, 그래서 요거를 제가 한번 요청을 해봤는데 보통의 celebration은 뭐예요, 선생님? 그냥
Well, it's when you have fun because of something. You're normally very happy that something has happened, whether it's a birthday, whether it's scoring a goal, whether you've won something or whether you've passed an exam. It's a way for you to have a party or to just give a shout or to wave your hands in the air like you just don't care. There's all sorts of things you can do to celebrate.
네, 그렇습니다. 즉 보통의 celebration은 기념 행사나 축하 행사 이런 건데 스포츠에서 말하는 celebration은 우리가 흔히 말하는 골 세레머니가 되겠습니다. 자, 오늘도 요거 좀 많이 보기를 바라겠습니다.
Don't celebrate too early, though.
Okay, I won't. I'm just saying.
Don't be like Laura Garcia Caro.
네, 어떤 결과가 나와도 좋습니다. 자, 다시 한번 읽어볼게요. A Spanish athlete competing in the 20-kilometer race walk at the European Athletics Championships has missed out on getting the bronze medal due to an untimely early celebration right before the finish line. And let's move on to the final headline.
A rare collection of US postage stamps is set to go under the hammer in New York, with the most valuable piece, an 1868 1-cent Z-Grill, expected to sell for $5 million or more.
미국의 한 희귀 우표 컬렉션이 뉴욕에서 경매에 붙여질 예정인 가운데 이 중 가장 귀한 1868년에 1센트짜리 Z-Grill 우표가 $500만, 우리 돈으로 약 69억 원 이상의 금액에 낙찰될 것으로 보입니다. Wow. So 1 cent to $5 million.
Yeah, and the whole collection is looking at something like $15 to $20 million. It would be a record for US stamps. It's a big, big deal. This is Bill Gross, who was a legendary bond investor and a stamp hoarder, is selling off his collection. And it's quite incredible that this stamp, that face value is worth 1 cent from 1868, is looking to fetch somewhere between $4 to $5 million. It would be a new record for a US stamp if it fetches that much. Of course, we have to wait for the auction to finish. Gross himself, though, this is not the first time. He's selling 15 to 20 million here. He's already sold $50 million worth of stamps in recent years. So he's a big, big collector, and he's made a big, big heap of money out of it.
Yeah. You know, I used to collect stamps when I was younger, but I don't know where they are anymore.
Oh,
I should have kept a hold of them.
I've got a couple of books somewhere. I'm sure they're not worth anything, but for me, it was just the joy of seeing these stamps from around the world. And I love old Korean stamps as well. They're hard to find sometimes, but the designs are of the time. They speak to, 1973 or 1988 or whenever it was. And it's really a fascinating way to mark history.
그렇습니다. 예전에 저희도 이렇게 우표를 수집했던 적이 있는데요. 지금 이 헤드라인에 나오는 우표는 굉장히 희귀한 rare collection이에요. 그래서 이번에 go under the hammer를 하게 되는데 이게 뭐죠?
If something goes under the hammer, it's not going to be you, Sue. It's going to be an item. It means it goes up for auction because the auctioneer has a little hammer that they bang, bang, bang when they sell an item.
그렇습니다. 경매에 붙여지는 것을 go under the hammer라고 얘기를 하죠.
Pop quiz.
Yeah.
What's the other word for an auctioneer's hammer? Or a judge's hammer?
I don't know, what is it?
It's a gavel.
A gavel.
Gavel.
Ah, there you go.
The
So
little wooden hammer you'll find with an auctioneer or a judge.
I wonder if you could say go
Under
under
the
gavel.
You can indeed,
You
but
can,
under the
okay.
hammer is the more common expression these days.
아, 그래요. 좋습니다.
Because it's not a real hammer.
Right.
It's a,
Going once, going twice.
Twice. Bang.
Dung, dung, dung. Gone. No, not gone. Sold. Sold is the not gone.
someone's stolen it, Sue.
Sold. 자, 다음으로 expected to sell for. 아까 fetch라는 표현도 쓰셨는데 비슷하죠?
Yeah, we talk about the price something is expected to fetch or expected to sell for because we don't know how much it's going to go for. It could
Yep.
actually go for nothing at all. It could not be sold. It might go for a penny. It might go for 5 million. But that's what we expect it to sell for. That's what we are predicting or forecasting.
네, 이런 액수에 팔릴 것으로 보이는 상황이 be expected to sell for 그다음에 액수 얘기하면 됩니다. sell 대신에 fetch를 쓰셔도 돼요. It's expected to fetch 얼마. 그래서 sell for 대신에 쓸 수 있습니다. Alright, here's the headline again. A rare collection of US postage stamps is set to go under the hammer in New York, with the most valuable piece, an 1868 1-cent Z-Grill, expected to sell for $5 million or more. And that's it for the headlines.